In 2006, a deeply uncomfortable video surfaced on internet forums. It had no narrator, no obvious plot, and absolutely zero jump scares. It presented itself simply as a hijacked television broadcast. Usually, creepy online videos generate a few gasps and are quickly forgotten. But viewer reactions to this specific footage were physical. People reported genuine nausea, migraines, and severe panic attacks after watching it. Viewers consciously knew they were looking at a low-resolution, fake video, yet their nervous systems reacted as if they were physically poisoned or under direct attack. The footage itself contained absolutely nothing supernatural. Instead, it points to a more grounded reality, that the human mind can be targeted by specific, weaponized sensory inputs designed to trigger a physical response. To understand what became known as the Wyoming Incident, we have to strip away the internet ghost stories and examine the actual science of sensory manipulation. The video relies on a contextual hack. It cloaks itself in the exact formatting of the emergency alert system. Mimicking that loud, sudden warning tone immediately triggers baseline anxiety. It signals to your brain that you have lost control of the broadcast before a single unsettling image even appears. Then comes the visual disruption. The screen fills with thick, chaotic analog noise, rapidly flickering into broken shapes. Your brain constantly attempts to find recognizable patterns in that static. When it fails to make sense of the visual instability, it generates deep, subconscious unease. This chart maps the uncanny valley. Affinity drops sharply when a subject looks almost but not perfectly human. The broadcast's distorted faces sit at the bottom of this curve, registering as biologically dangerous and triggering an evolutionary defense mechanism. Combining contextual dread with raw biological disgust entirely bypasses your conscious logic. Your nervous system is forced into a genuine physical response to artificial stimuli. The visual distortion worked in tandem with an auditory attack. The video heavily utilized low-frequency hums and mechanical distortion to induce physical stress. This animation illustrates the auditory biology at play. When a stable sound wave degrades into a jagged, chaotic wave, it imitates the acoustic profile of human distress signals. These irregular frequencies trip your fight or flight response, causing real anxiety regardless of conscious awareness. As the broadcast spread across forums, that individual biological panic evolved into a collective internet obsession. Early video copies began disappearing. People desperately searched through re-uploads, scrubbing frame by frame, hunting for subliminal messages or evidence of government hypnosis testing. Tell an online community they are forbidden from watching something, removing all context about its origin. That void of information naturally breeds paranoia and myth-making. The raw physiological fear created by the audio and visual hacks was terrifying on its own, but the community's obsessive hunt for a non-existent deeper meaning cemented the video as a permanent internet legend. Decades later, people still argue over whether the Wyoming incident was a psychological operation or an experimental art project. Its true origin is entirely irrelevant. The event is terrifying because of what it proved. Human biology is incredibly fragile and highly vulnerable to basic sensory manipulation. Your brain does not require a monster to feel terror. Contextual ambiguity and sensory disruption are entirely sufficient to put you in a state of fear. The Wyoming incident shows that our internal chemistry can be shifted by something as simple as a sequence of sounds and flickering lights. It serves as a case study in how vulnerable the human nervous system remains to the media it encounters.
Some stories should never be uncovered.